Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Crypto Elite's Technical Analysis, home to all crypto and all crypto individuals. Um, if you've seen my previous videos, we have discussed VeChain, XRP, Shiba Inu, V4. Today, we're actually going to be discussing three new coins, which is Quant, LCX, and Algorand. These are not typical coins that I actually look at. So I'm actually doing this as a request from a friend. Um, so let's get straight into it. So looking at the charts, it hasn't been easy for Quant. It looks like it's actually been in a massive downward trend. Um, I just want to apologize for my voice at the minute. I got a bit of a sore throat, but anyhow, it looks like it's been in a massive downward trend. If I draw a trend line, you could see that Quant has been stuck in this fractal for quite some time, um, since the 5th of September all the way down to, it looks to be like the 18th of June. The 18th of June is actually coming up as a common trend, where we can actually see a bounce off the bottom of the Fibonacci retracement, and also at the point where it's actually setting higher highs from that day onwards. It looks like a common trend within the altcoins, the 18th of June. So hopefully that is actually the bottom. It's becoming more and more and more of an occurrence that the 18th of June is where the main double bottom was set in, and it looks to be on an upward trajectory on majority of our altcoins. So looking at Quant, if I draw one of my famous rectangle shapes, because I've noticed a lot of the altcoins have been stuck in these fractals for quite some time, and you can see since the 7th of February 2021 up to the 16th of June 21, it has been stuck in this fractal, and it has actually come back down, retraced, and then pumped above it. You know, it's been consolidating along the top support line for maybe about a month or so, a retracement, and then we've had a pump above. But looking at this section down here, you can actually see that we have actually broke above this rectangle formation. What it looks like, it has a major increase in price. What was the price here? This is in US dollars. The chart in GBP was much smaller, so I'm just going to use the USDT chart. So it looks like on the 18th of June we've seen a price of like 42 USD, and it pumped up to around about 115 USD. It's now currently sitting at about 83 US dollars. I reckon moving forward we're going to see a bounce back to this purple rectangle, and we could actually look to see prices at about 73 USD before we then bounce back up and potentially set another higher high. That being that the bottom is in on the 18th of June, and that it actually carries on in this trajectory. I'm just going to throw in a trend line here and just see what this is. So yeah, when I throw in a trend line, it looks like it will actually bounce back near to the top of this purple rectangle, and then potentially continue to move up this trend line. Next coin we're looking at is LCX. LCX, I've drawn a Fibonacci retracement on this. It seems that it has actually used this trend line quite a few times. We've only had 2 wicks above it, and we have been consolidating this whole time, sort of in a slight downward trend. With LCX, it looks to be getting to the end of this, say, I was call this a triangle fractal. It looks to be potentially the 16th of August. We might actually see a break above, but from here, what date is this? The 12th of May. From here, it just looks like it's just been sideways movements. LCX hasn't actually set a higher high. Looking at this, there was a high in the 11th of June, but we haven't actually seen a higher high there unless we have a breakout through this, say, downward trend, and then we can look to see potential prices if it follows the trend of maybe about 10-11p. But I reckon in most cases we're going to fill in this gap here and potentially look for the breakout. Judging by this chart, I can't really see any breakout coming anytime soon. It looks like it's still got a bit more sideways consolidation to do. The next chart we're looking at is Algorand. Algorand looks like it's sort of created like a head and shoulders pattern. There's one shoulder, there's a head, there's a second shoulder. We can see that I've drawn like an upwards trend fractal here, which we have actually dipped below since the 7th of May and have been consolidating, well, up until now. But for Algorand, it looks to be that we are sort of stuck in a rectangle pattern. Let me just draw one in. So right now, judging by this, we're actually trending above it. There has been times prior to this where we have actually bounced above this rectangle line and have seen major pumps to the upside. What I could potentially see is maybe a bit more sideways consolidation, and then we can actually look to move back into this upward fractal. Right now, we're currently seeing prices of 30 cents. Again, this chart is in US dollars. And if we move back up into this upward fractal, we're going to be looking at prices of about 70 cents. So that's pretty much more than double in price. But at the same time, I can't ignore that Algorand has trended within this rectangle formation, and we could actually see a wick below until we fill in this gap here. Let me just get rid of this. Didn't want to do that. Until we fill in this gap here, and then once we fill in the gap, we might then see, you know, upwards price action. But this has, Algorand has been using this fractal from the, what's this, the 7th of March up until the 1st of January 2021. So this has been a major support fractal for Algorand. I can't really see, based on this fractal and how it has been like a strong support for Algorand, I can't see us consolidating further down. We might actually see potential price action to the upside soon. We might even close this little gap here and then pump back up into this upward fractal. If you like the content that I posted today, then please subscribe to my video. It helps with the algorithm. I do apologize for my voice today. I do have a sore throat. But if you want me to discuss any more coins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, or any of the altcoins, please leave a comment below and don't forget to subscribe. Thank you for watching.